Hello, Mr. Freeman.
Hello.
Can you please tell us what is the most memorable city that you visited?
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Hawaii.
Miami, Florida.
Yucatan Peninsula.
It's super interesting. That's also where the campus of William and Mary is at, and it's the oldest college or university in the United States, which is really, really neat. All that being said, that's not the reason why I think it's the most memorable. The reason it's the most memorable for me, that's where Monticello is located. Now, do you guys know what Monticello is?
No.
No. Well, let me tell you. Monticello is where Thomas Jefferson lived. He still lives there because he's buried there. So that's where he lived when he was alive, and that's where he lives where he's dead now. Anywho, Thomas Jefferson happens to be one of my favorite guys. Matter of fact, there I am with a picture of Thomas Jefferson. Obviously, that's not Thomas Jefferson. It's just a statue of him. But he's a cool dude. And that right there happens to be his house. I don't know if you can see that. That's his house, and the name of the house is called Monticello. Now, what's really cool about the house is that this house was designed by Thomas Jefferson. And another thing that's really cool about it is that inside the house, you have a lot of artifacts from Thomas Jefferson's era and when he was president, from the Louisiana Purchase, from the Lewis and Clark expedition. A lot of the stuff that they brought back is on his walls in his house. So it's just a really, really nice place. The other thing that's really cool about it is that it's up on a mountain, and there's a lot of farming that goes on there. So you get to wander around, the estate, and it's really neat. That right there is where he's actually buried. He's buried underneath this tomb. So he still lives there, like I said. And what's really, really cool about it is I just love the forest, and you can see all these trees. It's just awesome. And then that's me leaving Monticello. Looks like Thomas Jefferson wanted to keep my cap, but I took it from him. Anywho, yeah, it's gotta be Charlottesville, Virginia, and Monticello.
Do you recommend it?
Heck yes, I recommend it to everybody, especially if you are a student of U.S. history, which all 8th graders are. It's something that would be really cool to go and see firsthand, both Monticello and the Charlottesville. I actually have taken some students to go check it out, and they've all been really, really impressed, and they've all been very thankful that we actually took this trip, because it is very, very memorable. It's just a great place.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
Oh, you're very welcome, ladies.
Because it was really different from over here, like where I live. Things were a lot nicer and it was more calming.
Did you like anything there?
I liked the different activities like they had with water and being able to go to the beach every day.
Did you learn anything new about it there?
I learned about their culture and the different things they do.
So
like they do several dances during the day, like when you're around there, and they have a lot of weird drinks.
Thank you. Why was it your most memorable place that you visited?
Because it has more better stuff than here in Laredo, honestly.
Where did you go while you visited?
I went to this place called It's, and it's awesome because like there's a roller coaster inside the building. There's also arcades and like awesome food, but they're not actually awesome. But yeah, you get the point.
Did you go anywhere and learn something new?
Honestly, no. All I learned, I learned that they put trash like right in the wilderness. Like as you're driving, you see trees and everything, then you smell something awful, and it's all of the trash. Honestly.
So you liked it?
No, it smelled awful.
Do you recommend going there? Houston.
Houston, yes, I would go.
Well, thank you for your time.
Back in 2010, it is by far the most peaceful place on Earth. Imagine being surrounded by a jungle and all you hear are crickets, 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 and birds doing their songs. It is by far the best place to visit on Earth.
Where did you go while you were there?
I went to this archaeological site called Chichen Itza. You might be familiar with the place. There's a big pyramid called the Pyramid of Kukulkan, which is actually a calendar. There's 18 months in a Mayan calendar year, and there's 18 different parts to the pyramid. There's 365 steps on that pyramid, so it turns out to be a very educational trip as well.
Did you have fun there?
I had tons of fun, because I'm a geek, and I like learning new things. But I also visited another archaeological site called Uxmal. Very, very beautiful and nicely restored archaeological site.
Do you recommend anybody going there?
I do recommend it for those of you who are thrill seekers and want to gamble going to Mexico. If not, stay home. I'm kidding. No, I highly recommend it. If you seek to find peace and quiet and calm, I recommend that place.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, where did you go while you visited there?
I don't know if you guys seen the movie Dolphin Tale, where they created the movie. I went to that place and I met him, so that was wonderful. It's cool. And I visited the Miami Beach, and there's these festivals. They had really good festivals. I mean, they made some cool stuff there. I mean, it's a pretty big city. I mean, it's wonderful.